non-sport news, live analysis, expert discussions on trending stories in politics, business, socio-economics.
Welcome back from that break. This is Atlantic Television Network and this is ATN Genz. And I'm your host, Kingsley Ipalibo. And I'm not going to be doing the show alone. I have Sam Divine, joining me on the show. Divine, good evening and welcome to the show today.
Good evening. Thank you for bringing me on the show.
All right, we're going to head straight into what we have. Content creator King, King Michi has claimed that her business social media page was taken shortly after she publicly called out controversial online activist Very Dark Man, widely known as VDM. The dispute, which had already been gaining traction across platforms, escalated after Michi alleged that her account was reported following her criticism of the activist. According to Michi, the page, which she says was tied to her business operation, was removed without prior warning, prompting her to accuse VDM supporters of orchestrating mass reports against her. She took to her personal platform to express frustration, describing the incident as an attempt to silence her voice. While there has been no official confirmation linking the page removal directly to VDM or his followers, the timing has fueled speculation online. VDM has yet to issue a detailed response addressing the specific allegation about the business page. The situation has reignited wider conversation about digital power, influencer fields, and the consequences of online callouts. Social media reporting systems are often designed to protect users from abuse, but critics argue that they can also be weaponized during public disputes. Observers say the clash highlights a growing trend where influencer disagreements spill into business and brand spaces, blurring the line between activism, content creation, and personal rivalry. In the digital age, conflicts can cost clicks and it can also cost coins. Divine, you've heard about the whole situation between King Michi and VDM. Don't you think she's the cause of her problem? Because obviously, a lot of people will tell you she went after VDM unattacked. And people are saying, don't start a fight you can't finish. So what do you think about the whole issue?
Well, this is a public space. I feel like everybody has, their own opinion. You don't expect me to speak the same voice with the next person unless we agree. So I feel like King Mishi is just giving out, her opinion on whatever it is she has with Very Dark Man. And I don't, appreciate the fact that because she's calling out Very Dark Man and all of that, Nigerians are beginning to attack her and all of that. This is, everyone has freedom of speech, everybody has, freedom of what to say. And that's what I think about it. I feel like it's just social media controversy, between two celebrities, that needs to be settled amicably.
Talking about the same issue, you look at what King Michi, brought to public space. She argued that she had the opportunity, to build, to change the face of his school, and she was able to do that within 6 days. And she further stated that VDM has been with NGO money for about 2 years, and he hasn't given the public feedback on whatever he said he wanted to do. He said he wanted to build schools, and she's saying, hey, if you want to renovate schools, it took me just 6 days to change the whole face of a school in Delta State, and why has it taken you so long to do that in 2 years with the amount of money and support you've received from celebrities online and everybody? Do you think, King Michi was actually wrong in what she was saying, or is there a sense to what she's saying?
Exactly. When I say everybody has an opinion and freedom of speech, it's just playing out, because I feel like whatever she says, she deserves to know what has happened, with the money for the NGO, because she has her own NGO and all of that. And we are all saying that, I'm not trying to, pick sides, but we are all saying that she's working, building a school in 6 days. It's actually, wow, that's really amazing, So yeah, she deserves, to know what is happening, with the money for the NGO.
And don't you think it's a bad culture in Nigeria where you have when someone goes about a particular public figure or someone who has who looks good in the public, you see the fans turn to bullying that particular individual and not trying to look into the facts if it's true or false. I mean, don't you think it has become a common culture in Nigeria, you know, to go after people who call out the fans' favorites, obviously?
Well, I feel like this is the country where we find ourselves. Social media is taking on huge turn. Over the time, we've heard about, cyberbullying, internet, bullying and all of that. So I feel like the issue, of controversies, amongst celebrities, the fans of some certain celebrities, take it upon themselves, to bring down or attack, the next celebrity. And I feel like that's the bad image, the celebrities in Nigeria are giving the country.
All right, moving on to yeah. Moving on to more serious issues, I mean, comedian Seyi Law has publicly apologized following backlash over recent comments he made regarding Nigeria's security situation. The remarks, which surfaced online and quickly generated criticism, were interpreted by many as dismissive of growing concerns about safety across parts of the country. In a follow-up video message, Seyi Law clarified his position and acknowledged the emotional weight of the issue. He stated that his earlier comments were not intended to undermine the realities Nigerians face, but admitted that the timing and tone may have been insensitive. In the same video, he also addressed President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, directly urging the administration to intensify efforts in tackling security and prioritize the safety of citizens. The apology appeared to signal a shift from defense to reflection amid mounting public pressure. For context, Seyi Law has previously been vocal in his political support for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, particularly during and after the 2023 general election. His alignment has often placed him at the center of online political debates, with critics scrutinizing his commentary on governance and national issues. This latest development highlights the growing expectation that public figures who openly back political leaders also hold them accountable when challenges arise. Beyond the apology, the broader conversation now centers on responsibility, how celebrities navigate political loyalty, public perception, and the life experience of everyday Nigerians. Support is fine, but I think accountability matters most. Sam, you've heard about this old issue, and Seyi Law coming in public to say, I mean, he talked down on the situation issue in the country and talked about saying, I mean, that the situation that Nigeria is today is better than what it was 10 years ago, security-wise, and a lot of Nigeria found it insensitive. And what do you have to say about this issue?
Yeah, like I said earlier, everybody has freedom of speech. But I feel like a whole lot of Nigerians are taking away respect, from the way they talk on social media. I feel like, the president of Nigeria deserves a certain kind of respect. You can't just come up on social media and try to drag the government to, the president of the country. So Seyi Law, trying to
Can you hear me now, Divine?
So I feel like the president and the federal government itself, they are working. So, we should give them that respect, as superiors and people in authority.
So do you actually think that Nigeria is safer now than it was 10 years ago?
Well, that I can't see, but I feel like definitely Nigeria is going to get better.
All right, I mean, we've had a whole lot to discuss. We still have a whole lot to talk about. I mean, there's been more gossip concerning Burna Boy and, his close associates confirming that news for us and a whole lot more. But we have to go on a short break. When we get back, I mean, we'll delve straight into what we have for you. Don't go anywhere.
In documentaries. So catch all your bits on the happenings around the globe. Stay focused on the fact today. On ATM.
People into the country illegally. That is amazing.
Honorable
You human
on the point of order.
Honorable They are not picking our calls. They made up their minds.
So no agreement with the EU, but
To the land beyond the mountains, through the Sahara, we bring on-spot news, live analysis, expert discussions on trending stories in politics, business, socio-economy, sports, and documentaries. So catch all your bits on the happenings.
Welcome back from that break. It's still ATN Genz on Atlantic Television Network, and I'm Kingsley Palibo, and Sam Divine is still in the studio with us. I mean, before we went to the short break, I was talking about socialite and close associate Raman Jago has publicly confirmed claims that Grammy-winning artist Burna Boy has converted to Islam. The revelation surfaced during a recent social media interaction where Jago responded to questions and appeared to affirm speculation surrounding the singer's religious affiliation. While Burna Boy himself has not released a formal public statement detailing the conversion, fans have pointed to recent observations, including lifestyle changes and association, as possible indicators. However, no official declaration outlining when or why the alleged conversion occurred has been issued directly by the artist or his management team. The development has sparked widespread reactions online, with conversations ranging from respect for personal spiritual choices to debates about why celebrity faith journeys often become public discourse. Observers note that religious affiliation remains a deeply personal matter even for public figures, and that confirmation from third parties can sometimes intensify speculation rather than prove clarity. Faith is personal even when you're global. Divine, I mean, you've heard about this whole issue, and Ramanjago, coming online to confirm that Burna Boy is a Muslim. But we've not heard from the horse's mouth, Burna Boy himself. Do you think Ramanjago was in the right position, to actually be the one to leak out this information?
Burna Boy and Ramanjago has like a personal friendship. I mean, a personal, relationship.
Divine, are you still there?
Burna Boy to the
Yeah.
church.
All right, and also you look at this whole Ramanjago coming online, to confirm for Burna Boy that he's actually a Muslim, but is it not actually contradictory? Because we saw Burna Boy, I think that was last year on the stream of Playboy Max, and he said that he isn't into any religion, and he feels that he has a different feeling and he has a different view on religion. And don't you think it's contradictory concerning Burna Boy? Because Burna Boy himself about 2 months ago came out online to say that he doesn't actually believe in religion, and just this is February, and his friend and a very close associate of Burna Boy has come to say that Burna Boy is a Muslim. Do you think Burna Boy actually has two personalities and he's afraid to come out to actually confirm that he's actually a Muslim because he feels he'll face some backlash?
Well, I feel Mr. Burna Boy and Mr. Ramanjago, they have different personalities. You don't expect, Burna Boy to act the way Ramanjago acts, and you don't expect Ramanjago to act the way he acts. So Ramanjago giving out, the religious belief of Burna Boy and all of that, it's actually sad. It's actually sad because he did not keep the religious belief of his friends himself, which I am 60% sure Burna Boy would want him to keep his, religious belief. But whatever, in a nutshell, there's always a change. Change can occur anytime. Change is always constant. So I feel like Burna Boy, wanting to, bring it all on social media that he is a Muslim or whatever, it's up to Burna Boy and not Ramanjago.
Moving forward, do you think this can actually cause any rift or problem between the two? Because it's normal for celebrities. Today they are friends, and the next week they act like they don't actually know each other. And given that he has been a very close friend of Burna Boy for a long time, do you think this can actually cause a problem between the both of them?
Humanly speaking, they are both human beings, and from the look of things, they are really close friends. So if Ramanjago knew that getting, the religious belief of Burna Boy out to the internet, or the faith of Burna Boy out to the internet, is going to piss off Burna Boy, I don't think as a good friend of his would want to do it. It's possible Burna Boy is aware, Burna Boy has seen it, and Burna Boy is just letting it all be.
All right.
You can never know it.
All right, moving on. Nollywood actress Eniola Badmus, has firmly denied allegations labeling her a pimp, describing the claims as false, defamatory, and damaging to her reputation. The actress addressed the issue following the circulation of online statements and insinuation linking her to alleged immoral activities, which quickly gained traction across social media platforms. In her response, Eniola Badmus stated that the accusations have no factual basis and accused those spreading the claims of deliberately attempting to tarnish her image. She warned that continued circulation of the allegation could attract legal consequences, stressing that freedom of expression does not extend to defamation. According to her, reputations built over years of work should not be casually destroyed by unverified online narrative. Online talk still has consequences. The development has reignited conversations around defamation, cancel culture, and accountability in the digital age. Legal observers note that public figures are increasingly turning to the courts to address online misinformation as social media continues to blur the lines between opinion and harmful falsehood. For many viewers, the issue goes beyond raising responsible commentary, the power of rumor culture, and where society should draw the line between critique and character assassination. I mean, Divine, I would like to ask you a question. I mean, what is the what's the fancy thing in prison these days? It feels like it's attracting a whole lot of people recently with defamation cases.
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
I said, it seems like there's something inside that prison that attracts a whole lot of youth, especially the ones on social media, because everyone is here and there, making false accusation, and it feels like they do not want to stop and they do not want to learn the lessons.
What I have to say about this is, like I said when we started, everybody has, freedom of speech, but the high rate of Nigerians are no longer having respect. They feel like they can come on social media, pick up their cell phones and spit out whatever they like on Instagram or Facebook and all of that without giving, facts, without any facts, without, any, without trusting, any good information. They're just spoiled. Basically, they are spending, a whole lot of lives of celebrities, and I feel like anyone that should tamper with my image or any other celebrity's image should face the law. Actually, yes, that's the best way to handle Nigerians, by the law. That's the only way you can deal with somebody, by the law.
Yeah, and talking about the increase in defamation in Nigeria, do you think that the charges and the punishment for defamation has to be more severe? Because it seems like people don't actually care about the consequences and they still go on, trying to defame people. Just in the past 2 months, we've had about 10 to 20 different cases of defamations on Twitter Nigeria and X Nigeria, and it keeps going on and on. The list is getting longer and longer. And don't you think we need to hand out more severe punishment to offenders of defamation?
I will agree with you on that. I would love for the punishments for defamation, to be something more intensive. The government should, properly punish people that try to ruin the images of other people. Yeah.
And I'm talking about Eniola Badmus. Don't you think sometimes this celebrity should tend to overlook these things as fans just being fans and move on, because a lot of these people do not even actually know them in real life? Don't you think Eniola Badmus, sometimes she had to look the other way for you?
We are all Christians. We are all human beings, rather. We are all human beings. So I might, have 100% tolerance, and the next person might not have, 100% tolerance. We are all built differently. I feel like with Eniola Badmus, she has taken a whole lot of rubbish, from fans, on social media, and all of that. So, this is, a call for fans and critics to, be cautious of what they say to people, because we are all human beings, regardless of who you are, regardless of your status. regardless of the fact that you're a celebrity and all of that, we are all human beings and we have hearts. Yes.
All right, this is where thank you for joining us on the conversation, Sam Divine. This is where we are going to wrap it up on this episode of ATN and Gen Z. It's good to have you today, Sam.
Thank you, and I'm glad I was on your show today. Thank you, God bless you.
All right, thank you. And don't forget this show is open for sponsorship, jingles, advert placement, news and events coverage, personality, society and political interviews, products and service promotion and commercials. Watch us live on our website, www.atlanticnetwork.tv. We are also available on Avo TV channel 205, Limex TV platform, Ifastech TV platform, Apple TV, Niger TV, and Oracle TV. Follow us on our social media, Facebook and YouTube, Atlantic Television Network, Instagram and TikTok at Atlantic TV Network 1, and X Atlantic TV Network. Stay connected by following, subscribing, liking, and sharing our social media content. Don't forget, peace and unity are the pathways to progress. Thank you for watching. Until next time, stay tapped into the culture. I am Kingsley Ipalibo.
The board, management, and staff of Morrison Media Group presents the 2026 Anniversary Celebration Lecture of Morrison Media Group. Theme: Media's role in shaping social change, addressing inequities, and empowering voices. Chairman Alex Ndudi Enebele, FSM, President, Institute of Strategic Management of Nigeria, Chartered. Keynote speaker, Professor Armstrong Idachaba, Professor of Media and Broadcasting Communication. Panelist, Professor Chris Ochonogo, Immediate Past Head of Department, Journalism and Media Studies, University of Port Harcourt. Dr. Ijoma Tobosia, Secretary, NUJ, River State. Dr. Sarah Joe, University Orator and Associate Dean, Faculty of Communication and Media, River State University, Port Harcourt. Dr. Ibiere Koki, Ignatius Aju University of Education, Rumolomini, Port Harcourt. Chief host, Dr. Chinyere Igwe, Esquire, Chairman, Morrison Group. Date, Tuesday, 10th March 2026. Venue, Gate Place Hotel, Kilometer 5, East West Road, adjacent Obirikwere Flyover, Rumosi, Port Harcourt. Time, 10 a.m. For more information, please call Kainde Paul Obofadi, 081-063-41777 or Samuel Ajinwo at 090-454-00744. Signed, Management.
From the line across the ocean to the land beyond the mountains, through the Sahara, we bring unspoken